Want to support us but don't have the money? No worries. If you listen to the podcast using the Radio Public app for iOS or Android devices, you can help us keep the site running at no cost to you. Or if you want to make a one-time gift, you can do so via PayPal. Details under the Help the Site tab on audiodramareviews.com. Hello, audio drama enthusiasts. This is Michael Berganzi from Audio Drama Reviews, and welcome to the first episode of What We're Listening To, acronym WWLT. So this past week, I listened to a couple different audio drama podcasts, and one of them was one that I've reviewed on the site before, that one being King Falls AM. Another one was a new podcast that got my attention, which was The Orphans. I basically binged the 7 episode first season in this past week, and it was good. There are definitely some flaws with it. I'll explain more on that later, or not here, but in a review later, probably next year sometime. It was very similar to Ex Tenebris, which is a more recent review on the site, which wasn't that favorable because of the music conflicting with the story. It seemed like the music was more important than the story, so to speak. And basically, The Orphans improved from there. For those looking for more purist audio drama with little to no narration, you might be, like I was, surprised at how infrequent the narration was in The Orphans Season 1. Basically, the narration takes you out because it is so infrequent, but they're well written though, not too purple prose or anything like that. The camaraderie was short but appreciated. It's hard to say. The whole pitch of the show is that these characters have no idea how they got to the planet or who they are. But the second part of that sentence doesn't seem to be true, because they seem to know a lot about themselves and each other from the beginning, or maybe I just missed that part while listening. Basically, it's a survival story, not unlike We're Alive. The AI, Jeffrey, his charm got old early on, but quickly grew on you, especially near the end, which, no spoilers, he does something important and essentially saves the day. The opening of episode 1, or near the beginning of it, was kind of confusing. Another Jeffrey, I guess. And it sounds like he's the bad guy, and you're kind of led into a false sense of security that the AI will essentially try to kill the humans, which is a pretty common trope at this point. But by the end of the season, it's sort of left ambiguous, if you really want to think about it, that maybe Jeffrey will become that person, or become that sort of robotic intelligence that, like Hal in 2001: A Space Odyssey, there is a sense that he will slowly go mad in trying to combat his programming with his feelings, if that makes any sense. It's not really explained how the AI, the friendly AI of Jeffrey, can be so humanoid, I guess, in that he has emotions and sort of a charm again and a wit about him. I'm eager to see where the second season leads. For the most part, it was a self-contained story. I finished episode 7 around Sunday of this past Sunday, and so it's sort of fresh in my head. I know the main plot points that were discussed and followed, I guess, or something like that. But the ending was sort of forgettable. Not in a bad way, it's just that it's been a couple days since I listened to it, and that so much has happened since then that it's sort of hard to basically differentiate one podcast from another, especially if you're listening to similar ones back to back. Going to King Falls AM, I listened to 2 episodes. The one with, I can't think of the episode number right now, but the one with the King Falls 7th year best small town in America episode. It's where Sammy and Ben sort of do a live show, and hell breaks loose with the mayor and Sammy, I want to say. I always get Sammy and Ben confused sometimes. Pretty common names. But I think Sammy is the skeptic and Ben is the one who is very much a native of King Falls and believes in conspiracy theories and other such things. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments of this post. You can find a link to that in the description of this episode, and you can follow me on Twitter at Audio Drama News, Facebook at Audio Drama Digest. So anyway, that is it for this episode. Sorry for rambling for X amount of minutes. I'm hoping next episode will be more tight and concise. And I will see you next Thursday. Peace. Hey, Mike Berganza here, founder of Audio Drama Reviews. If you like what you heard, consider following us on Twitter and Facebook, subscribing to our YouTube and SoundCloud channels, and last but not least, our Patreon and iTunes accounts. Links to all those in the episode description.